Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another Let's Play on this channel. And today I'm gonna take you on a little mining trip with me, because still on Ops 68 I have a lot of mining to do. One of the ships you just see flying there, but when I'm filming this we still have no new territories yet. Which means for the exchanges I need for my alliance and for the alliance inventory, I still need to go to the 1-star isogen neutral systems to get some isogen. There I'm gonna send my USS Newgrange. That is my highest tier faction miner now, and I'm sending that one because of the protected cargo. Because especially before people get into territories again, people are looking into these systems to find OPC ships. That's something that happens every time. And while that one is flying, I can also send my Serene Squall out, which I need to send out today. Where is the system? There. I always use my bookmarks for stuff like that. And with the current warp range, I can send my Serene Squall to a level 60 system to mine, but I have to keep an eye on it, because in the level 60 system it will not survive any of the hunters, and so I will have to get rid of that hunter once I arrive there. Oh, and I just forgot that I sent out my USS Newgrange somewhere very far, so I have to get that back before it goes into Closey. But nevertheless, we have to take care of the Serene Squall. And because I go to the level 60 system because the mining nodes are much bigger. Meanwhile, my Serene Squall has a cargo hold of 2.92 million. And so I don't want to refresh the nodes all the time when I'm mining. And there's another point. Our trolls on our server are usually looking in the lower level systems, because they often don't have the ships with their big cargo, which they want to use to kill a lot of people. They don't have the warp range then for that. But there are also some trolls at the moment which are really annoying, that are just hunting in those special resource systems just to kill everybody. They are kill on sight for the whole server already, and that's just really annoying. But let's have a look. Where is my hunter coming from? The hazard here is no problem for the Serene Squall. Okay, there's the hunter. Send it there. Recall. Stop. And then just wait until the red circle disappears. It's flying quite far this time, so I wasn't properly in position for that one. But I'm still activating, as usual, my automated defenses. That's always a part of it. Then there's a node. The nodes in this level 60 system have up to 10 million. So I can completely mine my full cargo here, in the hope that no one shows up OPC hunting in these systems. I really find it kind of impolite to hunt people there. So I usually only do that if I get attacked here. Otherwise, I leave people alone in these systems, because that's new stuff. You need a lot of that stuff, and you should mine yourself. The good thing with the Serene Squall is, in this system, only people with a big Serene Squall can attack me. That's why I'm always choosing mining nodes opposite of the entrance point where everybody comes in. Of course, somebody might overfly it and then return and try it again. But every ship that's not a Serene Squall that's passing the system will not reach that node, because the hazard will have destroyed it. It's still a 5,000% hazard in here. Only Serene Squalls can survive. My Serene Squall has a hazard protection of 5,001, so it does survive. And so only people with either a bigger Serene Squall can attack me here. If we were at war again, like recently, then I also would send my Serene Squall out here with a PvP crew. So that reduces the number of people that can destroy my ship. But at the moment, I think there's not so many that will do that. But that was point one. Point two is I still need some of the normal materials. That's why I'm usually going far out here into faction space. That's Tantuk again. I talked about this on my main channel when I talked about my new ships. And here I can usually find free nodes out here. These have 1,030,000 capacity, so I can mine quite a lot here. It's a little bit more difficult sometimes in Romulan space. I don't know if everybody needs ore at the moment. I don't remember that there are any ore events, but you can see that there's no free nodes here. In this case, I even could clear a zero node if I would find one. And of course the game crashes again. Yeah, that's the experience I still get here every time. And that's why, while it's restarting, I can remind everybody of whoever is thinking about supporting my work here on this channel or on my main channel. There's kind of a viewer-invented action plan for a stable STFC in the video description, in the pinned comments, and on Discord. If you ever wanted to support my work directed in that direction, so on the long term, I can give you a little bit more stable videos, but that's a long-term thing though. Nevertheless, it's back, and now we can check Milagrian again. And I was just looking if there are any zero nodes in there at all at the moment, because then I can just jump in with a cube and take care of that. Is that the same guy? Yeah, that's what I hate in these systems. People with 3 miners in such a system are the reason why people start hunting miners again. That's what I really hate. It's, from my point of view, it's really bad behavior and bad manners to send 3 mining ships in a mining system with quite a few nodes for so many players. And we have a lot of players on my server now, from Ops 68 to Ops 71. And so, Spock, I'm sorry, but that's really bad behavior. And if I see you zero node here, I will get you, as long as the system is full. I can promise you. But in this case, I will have to look for a different system, which is far more annoying than out here. The 70s I cannot reach. 64 will probably be is a hazard system, so I cannot go there with that ship. 62 is too clodded. Do we have other systems around here? No, that's the wheel already. So I have to go in a different direction. I have to look around here. I know there I was looking already. There was a second cluster. Where was that? Oh, down here. So I have to check here if there's any higher level. 66 I can try, but it's a hazard system as well. And that's the problem. So this is not an ore system. Yeah, there are not so many ore systems which are usually not clodded, so I have to check them all. And that sometimes is a problem, especially with players like Spock. Nevertheless, my new Grange is home now. So it's not home, it's in Closey. So we can check in Closey what nodes we have here. You see there are more players now, because nobody can mine in territory at the moment. So people are mining here. So I quickly empty the 18,000 thingy. Isogen mining in territory, of course, is faster, but we need the payments for all the territory services all the time. So everybody, even if I don't need Isogen for anything anymore, of course have to go mine Isogen for my alliance, so that we get the emitters, the diodes, and the is it cores or reactors? I always have to check that on our Discord again before I exchange. But that's what we all have to do, no matter of the level or whatever. We all have to get the material for the diodes and emitters, etc., so that our leadership can pay for the services of the territories once we have them again. And that's a duty for everyone. And not only the 53 that you see here from my alliance, that's just a duty for every member of the alliance all the time, but it's easier in a territory. And mining, for some of you, I know there's a lot of newer players watching my videos, doesn't end here. You will definitely also have to go mining anomalies. You will go out with your Voyager there to do that. If you need advice on that, there's a lot of videos on my main channel also about the Voyager. But mining will never end. There's some mining you can also do in the G6 systems that might make some sense in the beginning of your G6 time, but I never ever did that, to be honest, because so far I didn't have problems there, because I always did my efficiency research and everything, as I always told you to do. There are systems here where you can mine ship parts, like here in this system, for example. There you can mine those broken ship parts, then to exchange them in your refinery as well. But to be honest, I never did. And it's the same with Sigma titanium or Sigma dilithium or Sigma par steel. I usually could get around mining that stuff and exchanging it, because the outcome of the exchanges is not that great either. And efficiencies were really far more important in these cases as well than anything of mining I can do was. And the main reason I'm mining the normal materials nowadays is my dailies. As you can see, I should still have it there because I think I haven't exchanged it. I also was mining in hazard space today already, because I also have one daily task where I have to mine gas, crystal, or ore in a hazard system to complete this daily. And I do that because it brings me hazard particles, and those I need for some research as well. I needed it for some stuff from the faction stores, and so that's why I'm always doing this as well. Or we can claim this is a single one, otherwise I could have clicked the claim all button as well. And that's what I've got left today. I don't think I will build a building today because I'm focusing on research, as you probably already know. And while we're here, I can quickly get away the away team. And it always tells me in the first time to build the shuttle bay. My shuttle bay is level 67, so building that thing is a long time ago. By the way, level 67. I neglected it a little bit before to going to level 68, and I had to upgrade the shuttle bay a lot again. Come on, Giorgio, send you there. So don't neglect your shuttle bay, because there's several points in the game where you need that to continue with your ops leveling, or in this case, I needed it for the academy, which I needed for my shipyard, because the academy is needed for the R&D department. The R&D department is a prerequisite for the shipyard, so that I could build all those nice faction miners, and so you should never neglect that. And they are also quite fast. as you've seen, and I've already got more than 500k in there. It has a cargo of 2.7 million, but to be safe, no, I didn't want to see that. Yeah, I'm on the mine, so I cannot look at the protected cargo. But you see, I'm still far under protected cargo. It must have 1 million protected cargo by now on tier 5. And so I really like these new miners. And they are usable for a lot of things. Also here for the Isogen. Isogen 1, as you know, is the slowest of the Isogen minings, but still I get a 500,000 here in about 2 minutes, and that's fine. So I spend 4 minutes here, then recall the ship because of it's still UPC. Then I send it out again and mine again. So I can get in a very short time a few million of 1-star Isogen for my exchanges, and so then I can get the, where is it? Territory, so that I can get the progenitor alloys again, which are needed for the services. But I always want to do a little bigger exchange. You see that I can do the 1-star ISO exchange in 56 minutes again. 2-star and 3-star is impossible at the moment because we don't have a territory. I'm filming this video on Wednesday, and so tonight we will get started with territories again. Yesterday, from my point of view of filming, was territory reset. That's why everything is gray at the moment. And tonight we will get started with our journey through the territories. We will start with one that we will not keep in the end, but we also have a territory battle pass, a territory capture pass at the once again. So we have to work through that from tonight as well. So we are getting a starter territory, then get into the territories that we want in the next days, so that we can keep up with the points for the battle pass, and in the end have the territory that we want to have. If we get challenged on that way, we will see. But that's always open. It's a little bit, improbable in our case with the number of high-level players we have, but it's always possible. So this one has 1.01 million Isogen now, still UPC. That's what I want, because I don't want to destroy it, even though a lot of people flying around in these systems will not be able to take out even a miner that's at 1.8 billion power. But I've got a mining crew on it and not a PvP crew, so better safe than sorry. And we still have the trolls. Yeah, the trolls might also fly in here, annoying people because they know there's not so many Isogen mining systems now. Of course, there are a few more in Eclipse space, but I prefer to use these neutral systems here and get my Isogen for the exchanges. Then go on. No, that's not what I wanted. One misclick can be really annoying. So you see, my Serene Squall was busy already, was mining 320k of raw epic transigen already in the meantime. So that's the good thing with the miners. If you set them up, and the Serene Squall, for example, without getting hit by the hunters, then you can mine a lot of stuff. Of course, in case of the Serene Squall, the protected cargo is a bit nicer now already. The Serene Squall, I have to take it from the note once again to have a look, is now tier 4. So it's not a very big one yet, but it's growing. And even already, no, that's what I wanted to show as well, already has a protected cargo now of 1.35 million. So I can mine quite a lot here before someone can steal the stuff from me. And that's what I like. of the Serene Squall that the protected cargo is growing quite fast. So even on these big mines, if the times are a bit more stressful, I would recall it just when it's in danger of going OPC, so that at least nobody of those lazy people can steal something from me, because I really hate these people. Everybody can mine for themselves. I know PvP is part of that game, yeah, and where it fits, I like to do PvP as well, although I'm not one of the biggest players on my server, especially in incursions. I like a good territory fight, but killing miners to steal loot, yeah, that's something. I'm maybe too Klingon for this one. I mean, my best faction when I did a single faction the whole time was the Klingons. This time when I played, I think that's dishonorable, and so I'm not doing that. So little sarcastic greetings to Comsec here. Yeah, people can mine themselves. If you don't have a territory, that is a point where I can understand this OPC hunt. That is when you have no chance to mine 2-star or 3-star isogen yourself. Then you have no other choice but getting OPC miners from other alliances in their territories. They have complete understanding for that. But out there in the systems, nah. It's that is my point of view. Of course, you can completely differ here, but yeah, that's for me being too Klingon. That's dishonorable. I'm a bit too Worf here, kinda, but I can still be very happy with my server when I hear now from our G7 players what's happening in the Veal with players from other servers. We could do worse on our server than it already is. We do have our trolls, we do have our, let's say, dishonorable people, but it's not as bad as obviously on other servers. When I hear about the stories, when I hear the stories about G7 space from our bigger players. So on that part, I'm not looking forward going to Ops 71 at some point, to be honest, but we will see. Nevertheless, there you see the new Grange is already filled again. I really love these ships, and I'm quite happy I built all 3 of them. Later on, when I took care of my research, you probably have heard that on this server, on this channel already. I'm taking care of my research at the moment. After that, while I'm building buildings a little bit, then I will also upgrade my other 2 Shipyard 68 miners as well, so that they get more warp range, which they are lacking at the moment. And but I really like those Shipyard 68 miners, the faction miners, or the G6 faction miners, if you want that, because of the speed. Even if it's not gas, that's my gas miner, but it's still fast enough for the isogen stuff and so on, and really like them. And I hope that you like that I took you on a little mining trip today and not always on my grinding thingies and stuff like that. And if there's something of my tasks that I need to do, maybe some upcoming events, whatever, where you say, oh yeah, I would like you to film a Let's Play on that one, please write in the comments below the video and on Discord. And of course, I would be very grateful if you help spread the word that this channel also exists now. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.